Hi everyone, it's me Darlene. I am here with the 7th block in our Crochet Block of the Month series. This is the block for July. It is 2024. I have a playlist link in the description of this video to show you all the blocks in this series, and I will also have that playlist on the end screen. This is the Trinity stitch. I really liked this stitch. There's one way that we can maybe screw up, but I'm going to show you what I do to make that not happen when we get started with the swatch. It's just a 1-row repeat. We do the same thing back and forth, and it works up really quick. And I just, I don't know, just really like it. I don't know why I haven't run into this one yet. I mean, maybe in my lifetime I have. But that's what we went with. I have this one done, and I also did the slip stitch edging. You can find out how to do that in the first video, so go check out the series and watch the first video, and then watch all of them, actually, right? And I have done the join for you guys. That's in the video before this one. So again, in the playlist, you'll see how I joined the first 6 squares that we made. I made 2 rows, 3 across. The Afghan is going to be 3 across, 4 down. These are coming out to about 12 inches square, give or take. My join lets us join even though our squares are not the same size or the same number of stitches. Very forgiving. And I put 3 together for row 1 and then 3 together for row 2. I'm starting row 3, but I will join the 2 rows together in a separate video. So I'll do that in a little bit. Let's get started with the swatch for this. All we need is an even number of chains for this stitch. And if you need to know how to make a chain, starting with the slip knot and all that, I have a video in the description of how to get started. But I'm going to assume that you already know this. How to do your chain and stuff. So we're going to just do an even number, and for this swatch, I don't know, maybe 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I think that'll be enough. Now let's do 12, 11, 12. Okay, every row is going to be the same. You are going to start every row with a single crochet. Go in, pull through 2. There's your single crochet. Now we're going to pull yarn through 3 different places, and we're always going to start in the hole where we just put our single crochet. So see, it makes a nice little hole there for us, so it's pretty easy to see. Can I please keep this? Oh, my hook is the same hook I've been using all this time. It is a 10.5 or K. So go in that hole where your single crochet is, pull through, leave it right there. Go in the next chain, pull through, go in the next chain, pull through. So you pulled through 3 times and you already had this guy on there. So you're going to have 4 loops. Yarn over, pull through all 4, like that. Chain 1. You're always going to chain 1 after you pull through your 4 loops, except for the very last stitch. We do have to remember that. So when we get there, I'll show you. We're going to do the same exact thing. We're going to pull through 3 times. We're going to always start the first one in what I'm now calling a hole, because we already worked it, so there's a nice hole there. Going in there, you can see that's where your stitch that you just did is. So we're going in there, pull through, go in the next one, pull through, go in the next one, pull through, yarn over, pull through all 4 loops, chain 1. Going to continue doing this, and I'll stick with you for the whole first row. There's our hole. We're going in, pull through, in the next one, pull through, and the next chain, pull through all 4 loops, chain 1. And I'm going to show you on the return row how I count so I don't forget to do that chain 1. If you forget the chain 1, you're going to end up screwing yourself up, because on the return, you're not going to have enough stitches. So once again, in the hole, and another thing you might do is you might forget to go in that space where you already have yarn coming out of it. You might forget that. You'll get used to it. And I'll show you another trick to make sure that you are doing it right as you go. So we're going here, pull through, next chain, pull through, next chain, pull through. Pull through all pull through all 4 loops, chain 1. One more time. In this one, pull through. In this one, pull through. In this one, pull through. You're always going to end at that last chain. So when you do 3 pulls, you should be out of chains now, or out of stitches when we do the return row. Pull through all 4. Do not chain. This is where you do not chain 1. What you do instead is you're just going to do another single crochet right in here, right in that last one that you already worked. So go in, single crochet. Now you know I love not chaining 1 when I turn to make a straighter edge, but I found that if we don't chain 1 before turning, this stitch gets a little tight and we need it when we're working the rows. So we're going to chain 1 and turn. Now we're going to do this again. Every row starts with a single crochet just in the ordinary place that you would stick your hook. Right there. We can't do here because we have yarn already coming there. So there, right there, single crochet. Same thing, we're going to pull through 3 times. We're going to start in the hole that we just made by putting that single crochet there. So pull through, and then there's this guy. That's the chain we made on the other way. It's a little bit tighter. Your 3rd time that you pull through is going to be in that little bit tighter stitch. So it's a good way to see if you're on track. If you didn't, have that little bit of a tighter stitch, that means you skipped a stitch or you added a stitch or whatever. I'll do it again to show you what I mean. So now we pulled through 3 times. We still have this guy on our hook. So we have 4 loops. Pull through all 4. Chain 1. So let's look again. We're going here with the hole that we already made. And then this one's nice and loose, see? The second pull is loose. It's this 3rd guy that's a little bit tighter. So we want the hole, the loose, the tight. Those are your 3. So 1, 2, 3. And that's how I count. And if I don't have that little bit tighter one there, then I know I screwed up somehow. And then you can say 4, 5 for the next 2 things, like 4, 5. So you know that you went through your loops like you're supposed to, and then you said 5. That means that you have to make that chain 1. I'm going to do it that way again because I think that's probably the way most people will count. I do it a little bit differently, but let's do it this again so you know that you're doing all the 5 steps you have to do. Again, let's look. The hole, the loose guy, the more tight guy. So we're going 1, 2, 3. Whoops, I dropped. All right, let me start over. I'm going to start over instead of cutting and editing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So by counting like that each time, you're going to remember chaining 1. One more time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's finish and then I'll show you how I count. So again, we're looking for, sometimes it doesn't always show the hole, but if you take that stitch and lift it up, you can see it's coming out of here. So that's where we go. 1, 2, and then we have our last stitch right here. 3, 4, but we're at the end. we do not chain one. That's the only other thing that you have to remember. At the end, you just pull through all the loops and then you do a single crochet. Single crochet. Then we chain one and turn. So let's start again. We always start with a single crochet. Single crochet. Now we're going to start pulling through. I count 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. I just like to know that I'm doing my 1, 2, 3 of pulling through. 1, 2, whoops, 3 in that one that's a little bit tighter. 1, 2. I don't know. I just like that. It sounds more like music. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. I don't know, the beats or something. And again, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. I gotta pull some yarn out. Yes, and I'm using Big Twist yarn from Joann Fabrics, but you can use any 4-ply acrylic yarn, whatever you want. Okay, 1, 2, 3. I see it's a little bit tight. 3, 1, 2. So you can count 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, or you can count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. One more. And again, we are going to end in this last stitch right there. We want the one with the hole in it, the looser one, the tighter one. And it's going to be our last stitch. So we're only going to do 1, 2, 3, and then pull through all the loops. 1, 2, 3, pull through all the loops. Do not chain one. Do another single crochet. That could be the 1, 2 at the end. Let's try that. Wouldn't that work? At the very end, 1, 2, 3, no, 1, 2, 3. I just like to get in a routine with the beat of the numbers, and it helps me to know what I'm doing. So you could do that at the very end. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Let's do one more row together. I am going to chain one and turn. I just did some editing and I realized that at the end, when I tell you to do a single crochet, I wasn't really clear as to where to put your hook for that last single crochet. I did add captions. Okay, so I turned. We're going to do our single crochet. Always start with a single crochet, and you actually end with a single crochet. So start with single, end with single. The only thing that's different is we don't do that chain one at the end until we turn. Okay, single crochet. We're going here, here, here. 1, 2, 3. If I can get this wrapped around my finger the way I like. Come on, tail, get out of there. 3, 1, 2. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. I just like this stitch so much. I just do. 3, 1, 2. Now we're going to be on our last one. We're very near the end. So we're going to do 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1. See, I wanted to make my chain, but I didn't. So let's start over. I do that sometimes just to train myself. 1, oops, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3 is going to be the single crochet, and we're doing it right in that same stitch that we just worked. 2, 3. Let's do it one more time because I really want you to understand how I'm counting. We're going to do 1, 2, 3. And then when we do the single crochet at the end, it's also going to be in that same space, the last stitch. 1, he just did it. He just did a flip. Oh my God, you guys, this is crazy. This is kind of funny though. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. So it's our regular 1, 2, 3, and then we pull through the loops and we make the single crochet. That's just the way I choose to count it. You can go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's do it that way. Maybe you'll like that better. I'm having fun with just boring you to tears with this last stitch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I just think the counting really, really helps. I like things like to have a beat and to be consistent. So, I don't know. I probably have confused the hell out of you. Let's stop there. And now I'm going to tell you what I did for this one. I got it written down. I chained 40. I don't know which way is up here. I think it's this way. I chained 40 across, and I came out with a little bit more than 12 inches, see? And that's okay, because we know that's going to work when we join. So 40 stitches across, and I did 32 rows. Each bump, like here to here, is 2, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 2, 4, 6, 8, 20, 2, 4, 6, 8, 32. It doesn't show as much because I also have the, the slip stitch edging all around. And so 40 stitches across, 32 rows, or whatever it takes to get you to 12 inches. And this one is a little bit off, a little bit. But that's nothing. That's nothing. And then again, you go watch the first video to see how to do this slip stitch around the edge. And then I'll be back again with the join. I'm going to be joining the 2 rows and show you guys how to deal with the intersections, which is, just make up whatever you want when you get to that step. And I guess that's all I wanted to tell you. So I hope you liked this stitch. I really liked it. I kind of wish in the way that I would have done no chain, to turn. I really like straight edges. I like edges without like holes and stuff, but for the most part, it's a good edge. That's the back side. It's the same on both sides. All right. Thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe, and I have other series in the description also, the quilt block of the month, and then the 12 blocks of Christmas. So go check all that out. I'll be back with more soon. Bye.